Today we're continuing our game with the Canadians. We're going on a mission to get our damn settler back from the barbarians here. And with any luck, we're even going to build us some ice hockey rinks. So that's something to look forward to. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with the channel. Alright, so when the last video ended, we just finished up the Renaissance era. We were in a heroic age at the time, but now we've only managed to secure ourselves a normal age, which is so-so. It's better than a dark age. So let's take a look at our possible dedications here and see which one we should go for. So the first choice is Hic Sunt Draconis, where you gain +3 air score each time you discover a new continent or natural wonder, +1 air score each time you kill a non-barbarian naval unit in combat. That could be a possibility. I'm not totally ruling it out. I mean, we've discovered a lot of the map, but fuck, like, really look at it. There's still a lot to be discovered, so this could be something to go with here. We have reform the coinage, so gain 1 air score each time you successfully complete a trade route, which is so-so, but again, it's a possibility. Now, next up is Heartbeat of Steam, where we're going to gain 1 air score for each industrial or later building constructed, which is actually quite a possibility, because it's building, it doesn't just mean districts. And then the last one here is To Arms. You gain 1 air score each time you kill a non-barbarian corps in combat, or +2 each time you kill a non-barbarian army in combat. While we're not going to war, as we're allied with pretty much all the civilizations at this point, and we're Canada on top of that, so we're trying to do things a little bit peacefully this time around. But let's take a quick look around here. I'm leaning more toward. I'm honestly leaning more towards either the Heartbeat of Steam or the Hic Sunt Draconis one, because we don't have that many trade routes right now. We only have 2, so the amount that we'd have to invest to get more commercial hubs up right away, get the markets and whatnot, I just don't see this one really impacting us that much this time around. So I'm going to take a look here and see. We'll take a look here and see how many buildings that are in the industrial age or later that we're going to be looking to build in the next immediate feature. But other than that, we'll just plan to go with this one, where we gain +3 air score every time we discover a new continent or natural wonder, because I mean, there is still quite a bit of the world that we have unlocked, and we can just try and concentrate on that a little bit more, like get out some caravels or something and just really see what's out there. Not to mention, it would give us some extra air score too for like circumnavigating the globe and whatnot. So that actually, the more I'm talking to myself about this, the more that's seeming like that's probably the one we're going to choose. But let's take a quick look in the tech tree here and see what we have as far as industrial age buildings. Okay, so here we go, industrial era. Buildings wise, okay, clearly I can see us building some factories eventually, but I mean, we don't even have industrial zones or workshops at this point, so maybe not, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Now, I guess, I'm not sure if the Oxford University would count as a building, since it is a wonder. I mean, stock exchanges would be nice, but again, we don't have very many commercial hubs at the moment anyway. So yeah, actually, now that I'm looking into this, it is definitely an easy choice. We are definitely going to be going with the Hic Sunt Draconis. We'll get that going on. So +3 air score each time you discover a new continent or national wonder, and +1 air score each time you kill a non-barbarian naval unit in combat. So that second part won't really impact us very much, since we're not at war with anybody. But hopefully we can really find all the natural wonders that are left out there, as well as the continents. Like, if we take a quick look here on the continent lens, we've only discovered 3, so I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 more. So hopefully we'll get some bonus air score out of that choice. Okay, so we finally completed our intelligence agency here in Ottawa. Awesome stuff. We finally have a spy to play with. I think what we're going to do is we'll definitely consider Taj Mahal. It's not that good. I mean, air score is air score, though. It helps out, but it would also give, because of the location of it, it would also give a +2 adjacency bonus to our culture tile there. So we'll keep it in mind, but I'm not in any rush to get it. Let's definitely move towards an amphitheater for now. As far as our spy goes, I'm not really too worried about anti-spying at this point, as I think we're pretty much ahead of the curve for the most part. I don't think many of the players in the game have spies up and at them right now. So, with that being said, let's take a look at some city-states here, because I think we need to increase our suzerainship. We do have some envoys that we haven't spent as well, so we'll take a look at that. Now, for the two that we are suzerains of right now, we might consider boosting one of them up to 6 to get the +2 culture in every museum. But let's take a look. Alright, so there are some that are available. Actually, what am I talking about? There's none that are available for us to steal. They're all way up there. But they've been kind enough to not dick around with our city-states suzerainship, so we'll be kind enough to return the favor for now, at least not until we get like a Mani too, where we can really start playing around with the suzerainship bonus. I think it would go a long way to just increase our boost to both Namodal and Mohendaro here to get the extra +2 culture for every museum. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And we're doing Mohendaro first because I like their suzerainship bonus the best, so that way we'll be less likely to lose them. So we got that taken care of for now. I was going to say use the spy in some and send him to a city-state, but I think what we're going to do is just send him over to Scythia and pick a city of hers that... Oh, I guess it's too far. We can't even do that. So, you know what? Scratch that. We'll go ahead and do it to Mali since they have so much money. Let's go to Nyani, and we'll confirm the placement over there. And then what we'll do is just try and steal some money, because money is always a good thing. In the meantime, our policies here are going to stay in place for now until we found those cities. But as far as picking our next governor goes, it would be nice to get Amani up and running, but I think I'm more inclined to go after Liang here because I want to get towards parks and recreation as quickly as we can so we can start getting some of those city park improvements built throughout our empire, especially as we're going to be able to be building national parks and stuff as we get along further here in the technology. Okay, so they finished an art museum here in Brantford, and we are actually allowed, our population's grown enough where we can plop down another district, so we're going to go ahead and plop down our entertainment complex next. So we can go ahead and get rid of that map tile now. Alright, so unfortunately, looks like their swordsman's kicked our ass. We're going to run backwards here, and we're going to have to recruit and regroup before we get our settler back. But I don't want to take too long, so we're going to go ahead and buy a unit here for them. I think I'll go ahead and buy a knight. It should give us a little bit of an era boost as well, I believe. Oh, never mind. Maybe not, because we already got horses in the last one. But anyways, this knight should allow us to get that settler back pronto, which will be nice. Meanwhile, this horseman can just keep exploring as far as I'm concerned. We'll put him back on automate exploration. But we're going to come here.
The whole palace complex is built
nice, so we built Forbidden City.
The axis of the world. Everything in the 4 directions suspend from this central point, represented by these palaces.
Nice. Sorry, I always pretty much always take the time to sit there and watch the little wonder things. I love those little videos.
Packaged, mass-produced is neither truth.
Okay, so we're getting closer to flight. We did get diplomatic service, which is great, so we can slot in this policy card here that we were talking about last time. So what perfect timing as well. We did get that, so we can just go ahead and put that in now. So now we'll get +2 food and production every time we send a trade route to one of our allies. Okay, so in the meantime, let's take a look at our settler situation here. Yeah, this turn he should be landing there, so we'll be able to fund that city next turn. Same thing with that guy. Now, in the meantime, this crossbowman's going to take the promotion so he doesn't completely die this turn. And in the meantime, I guess we'll just head over there with our knights for now. Okay, so we finished Forbidden City, which, thank God, I just want to say that right now. We are moving towards... We are moving as quickly as we can towards... where is it here? Not Divine, right? Right here, Reformed Church. Because we want to get St. Basil's up and running as quickly as we can. Now, they've finished their factory. They have hit 10 pop, so they can build another district as well. So here we already have the campus and the theater square. I think I definitely want to go with the commercial hub here. Now, as far as where we're going to build said commercial hub, it makes way more sense to build a wonder on that tile, so I'm not going to go ahead and waste that. Now, we obviously want to build it along the river, but what I'll do is go ahead and build it way out here where it's not really going to impact anything. I don't want to have to wait to chop out this tile, and we might just want to build a lumber mill there anyway. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and put it out here. It's not the most amazing commercial hub, but it's out of the way and not wasting any tiles that I want to be using for other things. Besides, it's not really something I'm worried about for the adjacency bonus. I'm more concerned with just getting the market so we can get another trade route going. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and flip-flop with the knight here. And then... Oh, I guess we can't move because of the... We'll have to wait till next turn because of the... Oh, zone of control. Jesus. Honestly, I know it seems like I just it was a split second that I thought of what the word that I was looking for because of it's edited. But believe me, no, I'm embarrassed to admit how long it took me to just actually think about the word I was looking for there. Or the expression, for that matter. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead. We'll just hang out here and fortify them for now. Meanwhile, in Winnipeg, they finished their art museum. I think it makes sense for us to go ahead and put the 6 more turns into the university. We've gotten another envoy here. And we're just going to save it until we have 3 more to spend where we can boost up naval here. In order to get another +2 culture per museum bonus from them. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and plot our city down now. Okay, so we got the extra air score there just for being on a river, which isn't that great. As far as what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and lay down a theater square, and we're going to drop it right there, because eventually we'll be putting a campus there, since it'll have a decent adjacency bonus. And then at least our theater square will have +1 adjacency between our city and the campus. Excuse me. Alright, now as far as what our builder is going to work on first, I think it just makes more sense to get the pasture up since it would give us a little bit of production. We're going to go ahead and buy some tiles here for our newer city as well, because we'll want to get them up and running as quickly as we can. Especially we want to scoop up these ones that are right near Mohendaro before they do, in case anybody else gives them districts. Now, I'm not too worried about the desert or the marsh tile there if somebody wants to feed them. Those tiles, they are more than welcome to it as far as I'm concerned. I just want to grab the tiles here that are actually somewhat useful to us if we need them. Now, I guess that tile's pretty decent. There you go. That's enough money that we're going to spend on this city as far as I'm concerned. The rest can happen however it will. Yeah. 1, 2. Alright, so same thing goes here. We're going to drop our city. So nice. We got the +3 air score for being within 2 tiles of that natural wonder. So we'll take that all day. Now here we're going to go on a little bit of a tile buying spree as well. And this one's going to be a little bit cheaper considering that it is all tundra pretty much that we're going to be scooping up. Okay, but I think that's good enough. Not really in a huge rush to get everything going over here. Now, I think what we'll do is head over to get this iron mine online first, and we'll start with that. In the meantime, alright, so in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and purchase them a monument and also a granary here. Now, I will be starting on the theater square in the very short future, but we're going to be putting it here because that way it'll get +2. It'll get a +2 adjacency bonus for each one of these tiles because it's a natural wonder. And then eventually we'll build a campus here as well, which will complete the district triangle, and we'll get another 1 adjacency bonus there. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is just start working on the ancient walls for now. It's not really important, but as soon as we get that iron mine up and running, then we'll head over that way. Okay, so we have theology now, which is great because we're only one more step away from the St. Basil's Cathedral there. I think our government slots are fine the way they are for now, so that is okay. We still are 1 envoy shy of completely finishing up the other cultural city-states, so let's see here. We can't attack them with the crossbowmen, but we can go hunting for that frickin' settler. I want to see where they ran to. Now, in the meantime, this guy is just going to heal up. Hopefully one of them will move towards him and they'll be able to kill them next turn. We'll head over here and get another pasture up and running. So it looks like St. John here will actually be a decent city in the long run. Alright, sweet. So we hit Divine Right. Oh, my bad. Sorry, we're still 1 slot away. Now Reformed Church is where we get St. Basil's Cathedral. So we'll have that in 3 turns. Now we finished the theater square in Charlottetown, which is nice, sure, but we're going to just keep working on that. I'm going to go ahead and purchase them the granary here. Since we have the cash to do so, we might as well take advantage of it now, and we'll also do the same thing with the monument, and then we'll just start them work on an amphitheater next. So we've unlocked monarchy, but there's definitely no reason for us to trade into that as we're not really doing anything militaristic. So we do have 4 envoys now, so we're going to go ahead and bump up non-modal to where we're getting the extra +2 culture from every type of museum. So that's great. We got both of those, and then in the meantime we're just going to start saving our envoys until we start taking over another city-state. We are up to +8 diplomatic favor per turn, which I think is doing pretty good so far, but we're going to look to keep building that up as we go. Meanwhile, they seem to have built... They're not coming any closer with the horsemen. They've spawned another swordsman over here, but I'm going to back up. I want to find that frickin' settler. Like, where the fuck is it? Alright, anyways, continuing along. Let's get a lumber mill up and running on that hill there. We have another great person. We'll definitely take a great artist. Sure, we'd be happy to have you. Now, we finished an art museum in Sherbrooke, which is definitely becoming a nice city here. Now, our population's grown enough where we can drop another district, so we're going to want to lock that in. I'm just trying to decide which district it's going to be. Like, we already have the campus and the theater square, so I guess a commercial hub would be nice, but where are we going to put it? I guess we'd have to override this mine here to have the best adjacency bonus. Which is kind of a shame. You know what? I guess we'll override this hill here and we'll go ahead and put the commercial hub here in order to complete the district triangle here too. That'll help us out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I mean, it kind of sucks building it next to the volcano there, but it's been dormant for a while, so I'm sure we'll be fine. Knock on wood, right? Anyways, we are going to transfer cities to Winnipeg, as we looks like we have some room there, so we'll go ahead and get that online. Now, we're going to go ahead and attack this slinger over here. Nice, that gave us a little bit of a boost there. Meanwhile, our crossbowman's going to finish off the swordsman over there, and we're just going to leave this swordsman behind us, and we're going to go looking for that settler. Like, units just don't disappear, right? Or did they bring the settler back to their hut? I better check for that, because I'm pretty sure that's where it'll be now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, so we have 3 more builds with this builder. We'll go ahead and get that lumber mill online. Now, our spy is here. Let's sit here and gain sources while we're there. And then we're going to start trying to steal some money. Meanwhile, it looks like we bumped into some barbarians here. I'm not too concerned about it because the Phoenicians have their bireme there that I'm sure will kind of be a safe haven for us. So we're just going to head up this way and see what we can see. Okay, so we've satisfied one of John's agendas there. So Australia's completed nationalism. Looks like we've gotten another great person here. We'll take our first great musician. Sure, we'd love to have you. Alright, now we've built an amphitheater in Ottawa. We're going to head towards an art museum next. Meanwhile, I don't think we actually have anywhere to use this great museum, so we'll just put them to sleep for now. And we'll go ahead and make the great work of art here. Alright, so we're going to keep pressing forward with that crossbowman. Meanwhile, we are going to come around this way. Ah, because there you go, the settler wasn't on there. The settler wasn't in their barbarian camp there after all, so that's great. Now we know where they are. We will go ahead and get this iron mine up with the builder, but then we will be headed straight over here. Oh god, that's a lot of turns. Oh well. Well, we're going to be headed straight for that lumber tile to chop it down and then place our theater square there as quickly as we can. Meanwhile, this builder's got 2 more charges. Might as well head here and build a mine, and then we'll finish up with a lumber mill over all the way over there. So let's see what we can see with this horseman here, and we'll get them to land. We've got Reformed Church now,
I have friends in both places.
which is great. I don't really care about the different government policies that it unlocked here, but we definitely care about St. Basil's. Now, I'd already given this some thought here, and we are definitely going to be choosing... yeah, it was Halifax. Yeah, we're definitely going to be choosing Halifax to build it in. As long as it's still available, I should say. Okay, so it is, which is great, and that's because I did the math when I've been thinking about it. I did the math, and Halifax actually has the most. They have 23 tundra tiles to use, rather than Kingston only had 21, and then I forget what Montreal had. But anyways, long story short, I'm actually planning... Oops, we forgot to... Now that I'm speaking about Montreal, we forgot to lay their harbor down. So we're going to go ahead and want to do that, and we'll go ahead and build it here. Now, eventually, the reason I'm choosing a harbor is because I want to, we want to build the Statue of Liberty. So, unfortunately, I had been planning on building it over there, but I will take the +3 over adjacency, and then I guess we'll just overwrite this copper here once we discover the technology. But anyways, now that we have the technology for St. Basil's here, we're definitely going to want to head back up this way, and I think that headed towards opera and ballet so that we can unlock the Bolshoi Theater here, as well as the Grand Opera policy slot is definitely the way to go. And then we'll head towards civil engineering right after that. So we're going to go towards opera and ballet and then civil engineering. Alright, and so we're going to leave serfdom in until we finally until we finally take over this damn settler and take him back, and then build our last city there, and then we'll switch out of that. But seeing as how, you know, our policy switches are so quick right now because how high our culture is, we're going to go ahead and change our policies here, and we're going to get rid of serfdom, and we'll just switch back into it when we need it accordingly. Now, I think we're going to slot in Gothic architecture here because we're going to be starting work on St. Basil's. Now, speaking of that, what we are going to go ahead and do is get our friend Magnus and switch him over into Halifax right away. So we're going to reassign you to Halifax. So we'll get him there to start using some of these chops up and help get St. Basil's up and running as quickly as we possibly can here. Alright, now we finished an archaeological museum in Quebec City, which is all nice and well. I think... Can we build an aqueduct on a geothermal fissile? No, we can't. Okay. And I don't want to overwrite those mines, so let's see here. I think... Alright, so I think what we will do is start trying to go towards Taj Mahal here. So, in the meantime, what we are going to do is actually start work on a builder. And by the time we actually finish it, we'll switch into that serfdom policy to get the extra charges on it, because we are going to harvest the harvest the resource of stone and place the Taj Mahal right here. Let's go ahead and tack that before we forget. It's definitely one of the ones that I don't build very often, and I don't remember what it looks like. Fuck, it's gotta be farther than that. St. Basil's. There we go. Holy, finally. Taj Mahal, we got it. Okay, so we got that tagged on there now so we don't forget. Now, in the meantime... Oh, look at our pretty Forbidden City. Alright, in the meantime, let's see here. Who completed their commercial hub? Was it Toronto? Yeah, Toronto finished their commercial hub, so we are going to jump straight into a market so that we can get our trade route capacity up. Now, over here, we've finished our entertainment complex in Brantford. We're going to go ahead and start work on an arena. We want to also, now that I'm thinking of it, okay, so we had our plan here for what we're doing as far as going for civic engineering. Sorry, as far as going for the opera and ballet and civic engineering. I think this is actually the tile that we want now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, farms can be... Never mind. Totally forget about what I was planning to say, because I was going to say that I want to start headed towards whatever technology unlocks the arena for us, and it's not until professional sports, or the stadium rather, sorry, which is way over there. So... we will be headed towards that eventually, but I think what we want to do first is, after civil engineering, we're going to grab natural history, and then conservation, and then head towards, where the fuck was it? Professional sports. I just think it's way more important for us to start getting archaeologists, Jesus, wow. Anyways, out there so that we can get the antiquities up and running as quickly as we can, not to mention conservation being huge, because we're going to get the +4 air score for building a Mountie, and that will allow us to get a lot of natural parks up. A lot of national parks up, because they can actually, our Mounties can actually build that, which is super cool. Like I said, I've never played with Canada before, so I'm looking forward to doing that, because obviously most people know that it costs a fuck ton of faith to get your national parks set up usually, so that'll be a nice change for us, being able to get that unit, whether we're producing it or buying it or whatever, and actually be able to turn our gold into into national parks rather than having to use faith when clearly we're not producing much because we didn't end up going for a religion this game. There we go. Now, where are we here? Is this Vancouver? Yeah, it's Vancouver. Okay, so you just produced your theater square. How wonderful for you. Let's lay down a commercial hub right away. Now, where did I produce that theater square? Oh yeah, I did it way up there, right? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and drop your commercial hub right here, as it'll increase the adjacency bonus there, and we want to get that up and running as quickly as we can because we want to increase our trade routes. We got another great work here. We're gonna have to wait in order to start getting our things themed. We need to get more artists anyway, so I'm not worried about that. Still can't grab that settler just yet, although we are getting pretty freaking close. We got 2 more builds left on this builder, so we'll go ahead and build the mine and then head towards the lumber mill like we mentioned before. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send him on his way now. What else do we got here? Okay, so we finished the university in Winnipeg. How lovely. I think we definitely go after the commercial hub that we started so long ago and get that out of the way, and then increase the trade route capacity here by building a market as well. Anyway, we'll create another great work, so we'll go ahead and do that and use that artist up. Meanwhile, we're going to take our settler back, thank Christ, and in the meantime, we'll just heal up with that knight there. Sure, Coupe, we'd be happy to let the world know we're friends. Oops, same thing with Dito. Right, so it looks like we got an extra air score from getting the first tech in the industrial era, so nice. Would be nice to get Oxford University. In fact, maybe, hold on, must be adjacent to a campus owned by the city.
Whatever is contrary to nature is contrary to reason, and whatsoever is contrary to reason is absurd.
Okay, so we'll take a look at a second. I'm more concerned about getting opera and ballet because then we can slot in grand opera, which would be nice for us. But before I get sidetracked, what I'm trying to say is, where the fuck is it? Winnipeg here. Can you build me the Oxford University? Because you have a university, do you not? Yeah. I don't see it there. Did somebody already build it? Oh, looks like it. Hold on. Big Ben and pyramids. So hold on. I'm kind of all over the place here. Let's establish an embassy. Let's declare friendship, and then let's get that alliance going again. I think it was an economic alliance. I can't remember which one. Let's go with a research alliance with her anyway, because I think she is closer than Coupe is, so we'll go ahead and do that. I can't remember if that's the way I had it before, so it's gonna suck if we screwed that up and lost the progress towards our next set of alliances, but oh well. Anyways, we're gonna go like this here, make them pay us some money for the alliance. Great, we got those all set up again. Now that that's out of the way, we're getting closer to opera and ballet, so I'm happy about that. We finally got our settler back, so let's go ahead and get them headed towards that city finally. Now our knight can go ahead here and attack the barbarian camp. Although we're definitely going to wait until we settle the city before clearing it, because that way we'll get +3 air score rather than +2 air score as long as we're within 6 tiles, which we will be, so that'll be nice to get that bonus. But we'll go ahead and put this horseman on auto explore now that I'm thinking about exploring before I forget. And it's too late because I got distracted, so I'm going to go ahead and close that for now because I will forget this, I'm sure. We're going to go ahead here and see if we can buy... I don't know. I'm confuzzled as to why we can't buy a naval unit here. Or any unit for that matter. Oh, maybe it's because of that stupid... Yeah, maybe it's because of the World Congress here. That's probably what it is now that I'm thinking about it. Alright, let's take a look here. So, we got earn double points towards great people of this class. We're going to throw a thumbs up. So it's going to show us that Coupe prefers this outcome. Well, fuck Coupe. We're going for plus points, and we're going to go towards great musicians. No, great artists, because we want to fill up all of our art museums. Okay, and we're going to sink points into that, but let's see what else we got here. So we have urban development treaty plus 100% production towards buildings in this district, and it's saying Munsa wants this one, no buildings, but I say screw him as well, and we're going to go plus 100% production towards our theater squares. Where the hell are they? I'm seriously blind. Am I? Yes, I am blind. There we go. Okay. Now, we got those figured out. We got a whole shit ton of points. So let's see. Which one do we want more? I think we want more great artists rather than that. So let's sink a shit ton of points in there. I don't think we need to go all that way. So we'll throw some of these in urban development as well. Now, let's cross our fingers, submit it, and survey says... Fuck. Everybody, I should have known this, that they all vote for great generals, like all the time, and I should have remembered that. So next time I'm doing this, I will try to my best to remember that they always vote for great generals, at least the first time that this patronage thing comes up. Anyways, the urban treaty pass, so at least we got that plus 100% production towards our theater square buildings, but I am a little bit disappointed. Let's take a look at the world rankings here for the diplomatic victory. We've managed to secure 4 points, so we finally passed the Mali there, which is good, but John Curtin and the Australians are kind of running away with it, to be completely honest. But we're going to do our best to catch up with them here. Alright, so we're getting closer to opera and ballet, so that'll be nice. I'm really looking forward to slotting in the Grand Opera policy card here. That'll go a long way towards boosting our culture, and then once we get to flight eventually, and it'll turn our culture into tourism, and then I think that'll pretty much be like the switch, like the on switch for Canada to start really ramping up and kicking ass here. Now, speaking of ramping up and kicking ass, we're also going to want to get our... Wait, do we still have serfdom in right now? No, right? We switched out of that. I just want to double check here to make myself feel better. Yeah, we're out of there. Okay, so we're going to have to remember to put serfdom back in as well, because we'll be placing the city, since we finally rescued our settler, we'll drop that city in 2 turns. So until then, we'll just tell them to go to sleep. They finished the market up here in Toronto, so we're going to switch them into producing a trader right away. Now, the same thing goes here. We're going to head towards them with our crossbowmen. We're going to heal up with the nice, as we talked about, we're going to wait until we settle this city before we kill the camp. Alright, so it looks like there's a pretty nasty drought, but it's not really impacting the tiles that we'd be working anyway, so I think we're kind of okay with that right now. In the meantime, we got a promotion here, so we might as well go ahead and take it. We'll go ahead and take barding. Now, in the meantime, let's take a shot at the swordsmen that are approaching here as well. We still got one more turn before we can build our city and switch those policy cards. So we'll go ahead and use his last charge there and finally get that lumber mill up and running. Okay, so nice. We got opera and ballet, because we're definitely going to want to get Bolshoi Theater up and running as quickly as we can. So we'll get one of our cities working on that, preferably one with nice production. And we're also going to slot in... Okay, fucking... Gunner, get out of there. Alright, nice. So we got opera and ballet here, so we're going to want to get the Bolshoi Theater up and running as quickly as we can, preferably in one of our cities with good production. And then now we're also going to slot in the Grand Opera policy card here, because it's going to get extra culture from buildings in theater squares, plus 50% if the city's population is 10 or higher, and another 50% if the district has at least 3 adjacency bonus. So we are going to do everything we can to increase our adjacency bonuses, and I think it's really going to work out well that we'll be building wonders to do this. So we should get a lot of value from this card. Now I'm gonna put it in now and see how much it improves. So what we'll do here is we've already secured our embassies for now. So I'm gonna switch this one to there and get rid of the working towards envoys temporarily here. We need to slot in serfdom before I forget about it, because we need those builder charges. Not to mention we want to get we want to get our hockey rinks up right soon anyways, and those are builder charges, so we definitely want serfdom in to do that. So we'll go ahead and slot that in as well. I'm going to leave natural philosophy in because I think science is important, because we need to get towards flight as quickly as we possibly can. So we'll pop serfdom in there. We're going to leave Gothic architecture for now, and we'll switch out frescoes for the whatever the hell it was called. Where is it now? I don't see it. Oh, hold on. It's a economic slot, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There we go. Grand Opera. Okay, so we're going to slot that in, and we're going to watch our culture here and see if it's effective. And if it's not effective yet, we're going to have to wait until we improve the adjacency bonus of more of our theater squares or our populations increase. So let's watch this carefully. Plus, it's at 196. Yeah, so it gives us 2 fucking culture at this point. So definitely not worth slotting it in, but it will be in the near future. So we'll go ahead and slot that back out as soon as we get our next thing here. Speaking of getting our next thing here, we're going to go ahead and drop this city. Now we're also going to go ahead here and we're going to go purchase, oops, not the tile. What am I doing? Just fat fingers clicking all over the place. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and purchase some builders here in Halifax. Now we're also going to head over here and we're going to purchase a builder in Montreal. And we will also go over here and purchase a builder in Peterborough. And then that should be enough as far as I'm concerned for now. So we'll switch out of serfdom as soon as we can here. So speaking of it, as soon as we can, we might as well just pick one of our old shitty things, like say naval tradition here, to quickly switch out of the policy slot and out of that other Grand Opera one as well, and to minimize the impact that having those crappy policy cards slotted in is going to have for us. So that's the reason behind us going for this first. Now we've completed the arena in Brantford, which is okay, but it's actually the reason I was going for the arena so fast was because I thought they were the buildings that gave the adjacency units or bonuses to the hockey rinks, but they're not. It's actually stadium, which is fucking like a good ways away. So, I mean, sure, we have them, the arenas, they do what they do, but I probably wouldn't have rushed towards them like I have now that I know that. But you learn as you go, so that's fine. We finished the arena here. Let's take a look. Okay, so it's in Brantford. Now, do we have a wonder that we could drop on this farm right here? Let's take a look here. So it would be 46. It would be 46, and we could build it right there. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. We're going to start work on the Bolshoi Theater here in Brantford. It'll increase the adjacency bonus to the theater squares here. It'll be... Yeah, so it'll increase the... sorry, brain fart there. It'll increase the adjacency bonus to Charlottetown's theater square, which will be nice. Now, in Kingston here, we just finished the theater square. Speaking of which, so we're still working on the St. Basil's down there. You know what? I think we'll buy them another builder next turn, because we definitely want to get that up and running as quickly as we can. Now, here in Kingston, instead of the entertainment unit, I think I misclicked there. We're going to put a commercial hub here. And we'll get that going right away. It'll increase the adjacency bonus here for their theater square. And with any luck, maybe we'll be able to get a wonder in this tile here. And it'll get it to +3. Continuing along, though, we got an amphitheater here. I think it just makes sense for us to go and start on an art museum. Now, I completely forgot that we were going to buy that unit here, and now we don't have enough money to buy the naval unit, I'm pretty sure. You know what? We can buy a quadrime. Not exactly what we were hoping for. You know what? How much does it cost? 1,100 for a frigate, plus we need niter to do it. You know, I'm thinking about it. We probably have a lot of resources to trade away here. Let's establish an embassy while we're at it. Now let's make a deal with you. Unfortunately, what would it take? How much do we need? 600 and something, right? So say $5. So $705. What would you charge us, Mr. Monsamusta, to be our banker and lend us $705? How many gold per turn? Oh yeah, they won't do it. Never mind, fine then. Be that way. Alright. Let's keep going here. Now, Hamilton's gonna just start on, I guess, a theater square. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and build it on the snow. Might as well. In the meantime, let's get this truffles up online, and then we'll trade them away. Over here, let's finish off. Let's move and take the goody hut first, and then we'll finish off the swordsman there. And now we'll get our +3 air score here for killing the barbarian camp. Oh shit. Maybe you don't get the air score after a certain amount of arrows. That probably wasn't said the best. But I mean, we didn't get any air score there whatsoever, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, I guess as you get later on into the game, you don't get air score for clearing barbarian camps anymore. I honestly had no idea that it happened that way. I'm wondering now exactly what era that turns off on. Taking a look at this here, we could take over the suzerainship of Zanzibar. Let's see what their unique bonus is. Receive the cinnamon and clothes luxury resources. So we'll consider that. What else could we do here? I don't think many of them, because they're all too high. What about Antioch? Yeah, well, okay, so we're going to take over Zanzibar here. So we're going to go ahead and dump our points in there. We'll go all the way up to 6. We don't have any banks or shipyards at the moment, but eventually we will have them, so at least that way it'll be locked in for a bit. So that's another city-state that we're adjacency of, so it's some more diplomatic favor for us here. Alright, so our long-lost builder, Jesus, it took him a long time to get here, has finally made it to the tile, so we're going to go ahead and chop this forest so that we can place our frickin' theater square down here, which should be a pretty sick theater square. Like, hold on a second, am I just imagining things? Oh, it's holy, I am just imagining things. What the wow, take your head out of your ass, Tyler. It's holy sites that get the adjacency bonus for... Oh no, from each... It says each adjacent wonder tile, and I know that's for world wonder, or, yeah, like, the wonders that you build, but I thought it was for both of them. Apparently not, because it's not showing any sort of adjacency bonus whatsoever. Oh well, whatever. We'll put it there anyway. We already cleared the land for it, I guess. But now, with that being said, let's go ahead and, you know what? We got 3 charges. Let's get this lumber mill online. Then we'll improve the copper over here, and then we're gonna take their suggestion and go ahead and build an ice hockey rink all the way down here. Alright, so our horseman has met some barbarians. Let's head the other way.
A good navy is not a provocation to war.
Okay, so I think that sound means that our spy has finished gaining sources there. We'll have to take a look. Now that we've got this civic here, we can switch out of Grand Opera, get that crap out of there, and get serfdom out of here as well. So we'll go ahead and get you know, I think we are suzerain of 4 city-states now, so I think, you know, +8 science, culture, faith, and gold per turn isn't bad at all. So we're going to go ahead and slot that in, and then in the meantime, we're going to go take some more great artist points because we want to fill up those damn universities. So we'll put frescoes back in. But I think that's good choices for now. We'll go ahead and confirm those. Now, as far as our civics, we had that plan going, so we'll go ahead and get that started back up. We got opera and ballet, so that was part 1. Now we want to go towards civil engineering and grab that up so that we can eventually start producing the Statue of Liberty there. And then, yeah, we will. We'll get civil engineering, then we'll get natural philosophy. Natural philosophy, natural history, Jesus. And then we're going to just beeline straight towards, where the hell is it? It's ways away, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's way up here. It's not that far. There we go. Professional sports. Wow. You are special sometimes. Okay. So now we know what we're doing. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're getting pretty close here to flight. I think industrialization, yeah, it's just 1 away from it. So that is going to be a big boost to us, where we're going to start getting tourism on everything that gives us culture. Just in time for us to... Actually, hold on. I want to take a quick look here at the Mountie. 1 second. Mountie. So what do you... Your light cavalry or what? Yeah, light cavalry. Okay, so then it's our horsemen that can upgrade. Nice, so then we can upgrade this horseman here to the Mountie. So let's not let him die if we can avoid it. All right, they've finished their commercial hub, so we'll go ahead and work on a market next so that we can get another trade route. All right, so they finished building their trader here in Toronto. I think what we're going to do here is actually have them build another trader right off the hop. Where is it? I'm blind. Yes, I know I'm blind. Oh, because we've had a trader max. Wow, special. Okay, so now I definitely want to start. We're going to plan to build an industrial zone here in Toronto, but we're going to plan to build it here, and we're going to plan to build obviously mines here. But then what we want to do is actually build a dam and an aqueduct because of the new bonuses that they get. So we'll go ahead and slot these in here, and then that should actually be a pretty decent industrial zone. We're going to go ahead and quickly, actually, you know what, 2 turns? No, we're not going to buy that tile. Whatever, they'll have it in a second. So in order to prepare for this, though, we're going to go ahead and get a builder out. So we'll go ahead and do that now. And it'll actually work out pretty well, too, that we'll be able to slot in, we'll unlock the public works policy and get an increase in production towards those builders and the extra 2 builder charges in time for that one to come out. Now, we finished the commercial hub here in Sherbrooke, so we're going to go ahead and get the market online as well. Now, we do have our builder here, so let's take a look. I think we'll just head down here first to start our chopping towards getting St. Basil's. As far as our envoys go, we're just going to save it here. Now, we'll go ahead and send this trade route to Jerusalem. It's not the best here, but it's going to get us an extra envoy with them, and we really want to ramp up our suzerain ships. So that's why I'm choosing to go ahead and prioritize that compared to where I had originally wanted to do it. Or sorry, compared to sending it to one of our allies, which would be by far the better option in the short term for sure, but I'm thinking in the long term because we want to definitely ramp up our diplomatic favor production, and I think that's definitely a big part of it. All right, so we're having our builders coming out here. Let's head to Montreal, and we're going to build our very first hockey rink. Nice, so we got a +4 air score there, and it gives us +6 culture. So that is freaking nice indeed. And that's going to go up even further now once we end up building a stadium, when we finally get to the public sports, or whatever the hell the civic was called. Now, I think we are pretty well taken care of here in Montreal, where everything's pretty much done, other than, I suppose, we could build a farm there to get the triangle going, and a lumber mill here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll send the builder here, we'll build a lumber mill, then we'll build a farm over here, and then we'll send him over to Halifax to use the rest of his charges, chopping us out the St. Basil's Cathedral over here. Now, with that being said, we don't want to completely use all of our freaking all of the forests up here in order to get this wonder. Otherwise, we're not going to have any freaking production left in the city. So we kind of got to be a little bit gentle with that. But we'll go ahead and get this truffles up online, and now hopefully trade it away to somebody. Let's see if she will take an embassy. No. But will you take my truffles? That is the question. No, not for that price, you won't. All right, so let's just go through the list here and see who wants it. I think we've already traded to them. I'm pretty sure we've traded to the Australians as well, which we have. So that leaves Coupe, or actually this just leaves Coupe because Monte Musa already has it. Oh, perfect. So they will definitely give us some cash here. If they're so interested, I'm gonna see if they'll just trade us a lump sum gold, and how much of a lump sum they'll trade us. Because I want to go ahead and buy another builder. So they'll do 250, 275. No, so 265. $255. Yes. Like I said, it's always important to nickel and dime the enemy AIs for every single piece of gold in the long run. Alright, so 259 is the maximum they'll give us. Sure, we'll take that. Now we have that cash here. Let's go ahead. You know what? I was going to say let's go ahead and get that builder, but whatever. Screw it. We're going to use that money, and we're going to buy a frigate in Peterborough. We're going to have to trade. Speaking of trade, we have resources to get rid of, so let's try and go ahead and do that now. We're going to look to try and get ourselves 20 niter. Looks like we might be able to get rid of some of our horses to him here. How many can he carry? He can use 40. What would you give me? He doesn't want our horses. Fine then, be that way. They don't have niter either. Let's see if they'll take our iron though. What would you give me for our 50 iron? And he will give us some good cash. So sure, we'll go ahead and trade away that iron since we're not using it. And we'll try Scythia next. So she has niter, not as much as we need. So that's something to keep in mind. But she won't trade it. So that kind of sucks. Oh, she's maxed out on horses. But let's see if she'll trade for them anyways. Oh yeah, no, she won't. Okay. Oops, never mind. So we'll just keep moving along here. I'm sure they'll take an embassy. Right on. Now we'll make a deal. Let's see if they'll take a... Oh, they have coal. Is it coal that we need? No, it's niter that we need for a frigate. Let's see. What would you give me for 50 horses of ours? And they'll give us a decent amount. So right on, we'll go ahead and grab that. Now, in the meantime, we'll also... Let's make a deal where we'll trade our incense for your ivory, and you can pay us some more money. No? Oh, they don't really want to do this. Oh my god, you have so much niter. Never mind. Scratch this. Screw all this stuff. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What would you... And he has a shit ton, too. Look at all that. That is a disgusting amount. What would it take for this? 170 gold for 30 turns? You're fucking nuts, buddy. We do have the income, but that's only because it's residual of all them donating us money when we had that aid request thing or whatever. So yeah, we are shit out of luck. I think that was everybody that we checked, right? Maybe not. Do you want our incense? Sure, you'll take our incense? Okay. As if they wanted that much for the niter. I wonder if we try trading a smaller amount. Would you go for that without trying to be a stingy bastard? Let's try 5. What would it take? 10 gold. So that's already better. You know what? Let's do that. That's 40 gold per turn. So yeah, let's just do it 5 at a time here. I think. Now watch, he rips us off for this one. Let's see, 5 niter. What would it take? 10 gold? Sure. Oh, I think we did it here. Thumbs up for me. Nice. Okay, so apparently they're only such rude assholes asking for so much when you buy so much at a time. So we can just buy it in smaller increments of 5, and we got our 20 niter for 40 gold per turn, which is still kind of expensive, but it's a lot more than the fucking 170 that they were asking for. But sweet, so we got our 20 niter is secured, so we will buy ourselves a frigate here and get to exploring with it in just a couple turns. How much does it need? 1120? Yeah, so 3 turns, I think. Okay, so we finished establishing in the city to get that bigger thingamabobber, so we're gonna go ahead and siphon funds here first.
Under the white cliffs.
Nice, so we discovered the cliffs of Dover, which is perfect because it actually gave us +3 air score now because of it actually gave us +4 air score. Never mind then, because we get +1 for just finding it in general. But then we have that Hicksunt Draconis on or whatever, where you get an extra +3 air score. So that was really nice. We're only 1 air score away from a normal age. We still have at least 26 turns to go with here. And what do we have to get a golden age is just 118. So we're only 15 more air score away from a golden age. We're going to be getting the Mountie soon, so that's 4 air score right there. So this is quite possible. they want to trade for our niter, no thanks. But let's see, if they want to give us a theater, what would it take? 5 gold per turn? Nah, we don't need them that badly. Okay, so I think our crossbow will just basically hang out here to fog bust. The knight can just hang out in there. Now we've got the truffles online, so let's get towards getting our lumber mills up and running there. Speaking of lumber mills, perfect. Go ahead and get one going in Calgary as well. Now we'll just go ahead and turn this guy back on to automate exploration. So it looks like Phoenicia just... Alright, so before I forget, let's go ahead and purchase that frigate now. Actually, you know what? Before I build it here in Peterborough, let's build it over here. If we build it in Hamilton, we'll be able to explore this area more and hopefully, with any luck, find a frickin' second thing, because... Oh, actually, you know what? What am I talking about? Wait a second. What am I talking about is right. If I build it in Peterborough, I have to build a canal to get it out. Yeah. So never mind, there is no choice. Let's just go ahead and build it here. Or go ahead and buy it in Hamilton. So we'll do that right now while we're thinking about it. Okay, so that frigate's out of the way. We have at least 24 more turns of the era, so hopefully they'll be able to find, to like circumnavigate the globe, find us some freaking more continents, or world wonders, or all of them for that matter. With that being said, we have another artist over here. Alright, so what's next? Ottawa here has finished their art museum. You know, I think we'll go ahead and start work on a builder over here as well. Again, we'll be slotting in public works next turn. Well, not next turn, in 2 turns here. So we'll have that extra little boost towards builders, which will go a long way. And then we'll... What the hell? Why did Quebec City... Oh, before I forget that, I thought that we had it lined up that they would build... Oh, it must have been Toronto. Yeah, so good thing I noticed that right now. So we're going to go ahead and change production here in Quebec City. We'll get them to just... I guess I don't really have much to do, so I will just get them to start work on Theatre Square Festival until we can finish in 2 turns and get Public Works online, and then we'll get them to get their builder out, and we'll harvest the damn stone, and then we'll get to work on the Taj Mahal over there. Alright, so now let's see here. This builder here's got 5 builds. Let's go ahead and chop this location here, because that's where we're going to build the hockey rink. So it gives us some production there. We'll finish the arena. Again, it's kind of disappointing. I thought arena was the thing that gave the boost, but we have to wait until we get stadiums. So with that being said, though, Peterborough's at 5 pop. So let's definitely go ahead and pop down their theater square here. We'll have measly +1 adjacency, but maybe we'll be able to boost that up with a world wonder or something, which would be half decent. Alright, so speaking of world wonders, over here in Halifax, we got Magnus settled in, so let's just start chopping. So from 53 turns down to 42. Over here, we're just going to go the lumber mill route. We don't want to get rid of these forests. Same thing here, we got 2 builds with this guy, so let's head over here and build the hockey rink where they're suggesting it. And then what we'll... Oh. Special session. I think they're all pissed with her for taking over Hong Kong again. Yep, they are, just like the last time, so I correctly predicted that. So it looks like the Molly and Scythia there are going after her again. So, in the meantime, I got distracted there because we saw the barbarians, and that happened. What was I about to say? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and build our ice hockey rink here. So that's +6 more culture, so that's nice. We're going to do the same thing over here. Oh wait, what am I talking about? No, we're not building a freaking hockey rink there. We want as many adjacency bonuses as we can. So, speaking of which, where are we going to build it? I guess probably right here? Wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was a bad location to build our St. Basil's. Because now we can't put a theater square next to it because we can't overwrite the truffles. So shit, that was definitely a slip up on my part. Alright, so speaking of which, we have our entertainment complex coming here. So if that's the case, then we will go ahead and pick... So I guess right here, we'll put our hockey rink eventually. So in the meantime, if we're doing that anyways, let's head over there in order to limit the amount of forests and stuff that we're chopping here. Well, first off, let's go ahead and buy these extra tiles since we have that discount for them being tundra anyway. And then good, in 3 turns we'll get that one over there. Alright, so our frigate here is on its way. We're just going to send it out to explore the world. Hopefully it'll get us some more air score here. Not to mention I love frigates and just the unit in general. I love naval domination games, and frigate's the first really fun unit you get in that type of game. I've always had a soft spot in my heart for them. But anyway, we're going to continue on here. We'll get a lumber mill here on that one. Meanwhile, our horseman is safe for the moment, as that's a quadrim actually will have to get away from the shore, so they'll be able to take another shot at us. But now finally we got an industrialization, which is fine on its own, but
crooked roads without
it
improvements.
actually unlocks flight is the next one. So that is amazing. Now, as far as the industrial era or later wonder, I don't think we're going to be able to knock that off. I think it's just more important to go straight towards flight. Seeing as how, where were we building the Bolshoi one? Yeah, here. Is there anything we can chop? I guess there would be, right? If we chopped the lumber mills? Or at least one or two of them? Huh. Some food for thought to think about. Anyway, it's still not going to help flight. It's better to just go straight towards flight. But let's get our policy slots changed. We definitely want to put the builder one in here. So public works will give us the plus 30% production towards builders. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. We'll confirm the policies. Yes. Then we got to go. Remember to go switch back to our builder here in Quebec City. So we'll do that right away. And then was there another city we switched out? No, I don't think so, right? No. We just had builders working and it timed out okay. So yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it slotted in until Ottawa finishes theirs and then probably switch out. You know what? Speaking of Ottawa, can we put you on a production focus and maybe that will help get the production down to 3 turns in order to align with natural history. But we could always, if we have to, if that doesn't work out, we can always switch out of natural history and into something else for 1 turn to make sure that it lines up with the policy card switch. So we've finished our market here in Sherbrooke, so that's great. It allows us to build another builder. Now we can build this Mont Saint Michel. Can we get it next to our theater square is the question. What is it? Does it have to be built beside a mountain? You gain the martyr ability in addition to a second ability you choose normally. Must be built on floodplains or marsh. Oh. Yeah, screw that. It's not even going to be next to either of our theater squares anyways, and it's not helping us at all since we're not in religion. So there's no point. It's just a waste for us. Speaking of which, what should we work on next? I guess let's go ahead and finish our campus finally. Makes sense to go ahead and do that, right? Actually, it makes sense to build a builder first. Well, that's what I'm going to do, and let's make sure Sherbrooke is focused on production as well, because we want to get our ice hockey rink up there as quickly as we can. Now, where is it? Natural history that unlocks the Mountie? Is that the right tech that we're going for? No, it's conservation. So yeah, we need to go 1 here and then to conservation next, and then make our way over to professional sports. Okay, there we go. We got it figured out now. Yeah, so this builder here, what are we doing? Just building a lumber mill, right? Yeah. We're going to build a lumber mill, then head over here and complete the farm triangle. That's where we're going next. Now, this guy can go ahead and get a lumber mill going. Now, we did build our ice hockey rink there, so high five for us. Other than that, though, not in a huge rush for anything. We still have 3 builds. Might as well build a lumber mill, I guess. One, two, three. Yeah, and then what we'll do, we'll build a lumber mill, and then we'll buy this Snow Hills there and build a mine. We'll build a mine here and finish him up over there. Alright, anyways, we are here. This is where we were going to build our ice hockey rink, so we'll go ahead and pop that down now. Another +6 culture there, so these definitely add up very quickly. I will give them that much. So once we get flight in 10 turns here, that's really going to boost our tourism. We've unlocked another governor tile, so let's go ahead and finally promote Liang here to be able to get parks and recreation, which is great. But now, where is she? She's established in Kingston, and we're not really worried about it at the moment. Where are we gonna? First off, what city park? What's the condition of it? So it's 2 appeal and 1 culture, yes. +1 amenity if adjacent to water, okay. +3 culture if in a city with surveyor governor with whatever, cannot be adjacent to another city park. Okay, so perfect. Then we can just place them anywhere we want, which is good in some regards, I suppose. We're probably going to want to move Liang. Where are we going to want to move her to? I guess maybe to Quebec City. If we get rid of this mine, then we can build a natural park there with the mountains and whatnot. I think that should be fine, so we'll go ahead and do that. I'm assuming that the city parks, that you can have them in natural parks. Better be, otherwise I'm going to be pissed. But oh well, so we're going to go ahead and move away from the coastline with our horsemen here, and we'll try and heal them up. Sounds like we got another great person. Or not. Oh no, that... I think that was an envoy. We must have gotten a quest. Oh yeah, so we completed one for Zanzibar and earned an envoy. I don't know what we did to earn that quest, but sure, we'll take it. So it looks like somebody built the Kilwa thingamabobber and Ruhr Valley. Fuck him. Oh well, we're not going for science. I'm just so used to getting the Ruhr Valley in every single game I play, because it just usually happens that way, to be completely honest. So anyways, we finished a market there in Winnipeg, which is nice. Now, yeah, I think we'll just start on a trader for now. We need to get our trade route capacity up while we have, so let's build a couple traders since we have the ability to now. Now, before we forget, we're going to send the builder here. We're going to harvest that stone next turn and then start work on the Taj Mahal once we get that out of the way. In the meantime, let's just go back, I guess, to working on those Theater Square, that Theater Square festival. Makes sense. Kind of a shame to pump all the production from the stone into the Theater Square thing, but whatever. Now, where are we here? In Toronto. Okay, so we've gotten the builder, which is important, because now we can actually head over here and start stripping this. So we're going to go ahead and remove the improvement. And then next turn we'll harvest the wheat before we drop the industrial zone down there. Oh, son of a... Hold on. We need to focus... Yeah, not focus on that. We need to focus on food. Okay, good. That's fine. As long as we're not starving, that's the important thing. So we're going to harvest this. Because that was going to take us down to 9 population, which then we wouldn't to be able to get the industrial zone. Well, I guess once we harvested the wheat, it would bump back up anyways, but I think just altogether us going to 11 pop instead of back to 10 is better anyway. So what did we finished our builder here, which is great. We are going to keep an eye out on wonders that we can build, because we definitely want to get one over here as quickly as we can. But at the moment, we don't really have anything that works out that way. So let's just start working on a bank, I suppose. Yeah. Banks don't hurt. So we'll start on that for now. We'll sink a turn or two of production into it. We finally finished our harbor here, which means eventually we'll be able to work on the Statue of Liberty. So let's go ahead and get that down while we're at it. Do we already have Montreal? Yeah, we already have their... Hold on 1 second here. Do we already have your theater square in Montreal? Entertainment and a harbor. No, we don't. Perfect. Okay, so let's think about this now for a second before I fuck it up. And... okay, so we'll just get rid of the copper. We'll harvest the copper. Or this one here. Never mind. Yeah, so... no, it makes more sense to have it beside the city. So we'll harvest the copper. Okay, so before we forget here, we're going to place down... this is where our theater square is going to go. And then, so with that being said, we're going to place the Statue of Liberty immediately. And we're going to go ahead and plop her right there. With that being said, what we're going to do is start on a builder right away. No. What am I talking about? We'll just start work on the Statue of Liberty. Like... no, we're gonna need to frickin' harvest stuff. I keep flip-flopping here, Jesus. So we're gonna go for a builder first, and then we'll go for the Statue of Liberty. Now, over here, we'll go ahead and get another lumber mill up and running. Meanwhile, this guy has one build left, so we'll go ahead and improve the copper mine. Over here, we'll get the truffles online, I guess, next turn. Okay, so meanwhile, we're going to remove the improvement here, and then we're going to harvest the, chop the woods for St. Basil's. Fuck! I hate Phoenicia. I don't want to be their ally anymore. I want to frickin' burn them to the ground. Alright, well that is very unfortunate. Ugh. It's the one bad thing about going for wonders. It leaves such a sour taste in your mouth when you fucking miss out on them. But with that being said, I guess we don't have to harvest chop all these lumber tiles here. It makes sense to just frickin' save them for a future wonder when it's actually makes sense to do it. But again, I guess it's sort of my fault that we didn't go for St. Basil's sooner. We probably should have had prioritized that a lot, and we didn't. So, wow, that sucks. Anyway, so let's think about production here. As far as getting some power would be nice. We'd be able to get... Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have CQ UI on because it's not up and running yet. So let's see if we can figure out a spot where we can put an industrial zone where it'll hit both Kingston and Hamilton for power. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so anything along here, these 3 tiles right here, will hit all 3 then, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay, so now with the new rules to... What am I talking about here? With the new rules to industrial zones, what we're going to do is plan it like this. So we will go here. We'll put the industrial zone here. We'll put the aqueduct here. And we'll put a dam here. And then this here will be a lumber mill. Where is it? Yeah, that here will be a lumber mill, and so will that. There we go. And then, so this, we'll get a factory here, and this factory will be able to support Kingston, Hamilton, and Halifax at the same time. So here, at least, we'll be able to do that right away now, and our production won't be a complete and total waste. So we'll go ahead and do that. I know it doesn't look like an amazing zone right now, but it'll get buffed up here. We'll get +2 adjacency for the dam, +2 for... Or, sorry, for the aqueduct, but +2 for the aqueduct, +2 for the dam, so that's 4, and then it'll have another one from... It'll have another one from each of... Or from both of those lumber mills once we get that set up. But again, it still leaves a salty taste in your mouth when you get beat to a wonder. So speaking of getting beat to a wonder, let's frickin' go ahead and harvest the stone now. Oh, we gotta remove the improvement before we can harvest it. So next turn we'll be able to start that. So let's get this wheat harvested here. So we can go ahead and put our industrial zone in this city down as well. So we'll plot that down now. Now, in the meantime, I guess it makes sense to just build a mine and then build a mine. Because it's not going to get +1 adjacency from 1 lumber mill. It has to be against 2 lumber mills. And we're going to be getting rid of this to build the... Oh, wait, shit. We're not going to be able to build an aqueduct there. That's not 1 tile away from the city. Wow, I'm special. I am just not planning good stuff today. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to work at all. And this one can't be a lumber mill. That's going to have to be a dam. Do we even have buttress or whatever the technology is? Probably not. Oh, no, we do. Yeah, okay. So we're okay. It won't be an amazing thing, but it'll be better than nothing. But then in that case, we're gonna go here and we're gonna chop this forest actually. So wait, we'll go and chop this forest first so that we'll have a spot for the dam next, and then we'll chop that and build a mine. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we got it figured out. I know, it's painful. My brain doesn't work the best sometimes. Now, we definitely want to send this to an ally here. I guess we're just going to show routes by gold. And we'll take the one to Sydney because it just makes sense to do so. Alright, so now this guy has 2 builds left. Might as well just build a mine here and then build that mine, like that's what we bought the tiles for. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now here, we might as well do one more thing here before we move Magnus away. So let's go ahead and chop where we're going to be building that hockey rink. And now we'll go ahead and put the aqueduct down here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the aqueduct down right there. So once they get that built, it will help that out. Now, in the meantime, let's move Magnus. Where are we going to be moving him to? We got to quickly figure that out. Like, while we are building the Statue of Liberty, wherever the fuck that is, here, while we will be building it in Montreal, I think moving him to Quebec City is the much better option. Now, we're not going to wait. Or actually, wait, come to think of it, do I have anything to chop over here? No, but we can harvest this stone for it, I guess, as well. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll send him to Quebec City here. So, reassign, and he'll go to Quebec City. Now, we're not going to use him for this first chop, since it's not helping the wonder anyway. We're going to go ahead and harvest that stone immediately, so that we can begin production on it. We did get the truffles up, though. I don't think, unfortunately, there's anybody for us to trade it to, because I'm pretty sure we've traded it to everybody.
I would have given some use,
but now we can
for the better ordering of the universe.
We can get archaeologists, which is great. Not to mention some other stuff, since we actually have entertainment districts. I'm just so not used to having entertainment districts. Like, I don't usually build them, to be honest. Excuse me, unless I'm going for... I don't usually build them, to be honest, unless I'm going for... I only build the one when I'm going for a Coliseum. Like, that's pretty much it. I've never, like, honest to God, never built an entertainment complex other than this game, other than specifically for the only purpose of getting a Coliseum. So yeah, but anyway, we'll have to check these out here as we go. They might be worth building, but we definitely unlocked archaeologists, and we're one step closer now towards conservation, which is going to allow us to get that Mountie unlocked, and that'll be an extra +4 air score as well. As far as this goes, you know what? I am just going to leave Public Works in it for now. I think we need to get some more builders out in the different places here, and having that production bonus is worth it, in my opinion. We might as well do a round of builders in a few of our cities that have higher production, so that we have a bunch on hand to do the chops we need in the future here to get these the various wonders that we're going to be targeting in the meantime. So we have 3 envoys saved up here. We are still suzerain of Zanzibar. Actually, we've dropped down. It looks like they took... Because didn't we have another suzerain here? Oh, that bitch! I'm pretty sure she took over that Dido. Not only did she steal our St. Basil's, I'm pretty sure she took over one of our... Unless I'm just imagining... Maybe I am just imagining things. But I could have swore that we were suzerain to another city-state. Alright, I'm just... No point worrying about squash grapes, I guess. So, with 3 envoys, we can't take over anything here. But with the next governor we get, we're definitely going to pick up Amani of our own. And then we will be able to take over some of these suzerain ships, so that's good. Now, speaking of the suzerain ships, let's take a look and see what their quests are, because maybe we can actually head toward one. So a great engineer, like we already own these ones. Recruit a great general, that's not going to happen. But now, what does Antioch want here? Train a cavalry, and then Candy wants trigger the inspiration for nationalism, which is what? Oops, it was right there. Declare a war. Oh. Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's worth it. We have like 0 military. I'd rather just play it safe now. So we're not going to worry about them. In the next stage, we'll have new bonuses anyway. So we are getting a little bit closer towards a golden age. We still have 13 air score to go, and we have 19 turns. Once we get to conservation, we'll get that. But let's hopefully our exploring frigate, wherever it is down here. We're not going to get caught up on these barbarians. We're just going to say screw them and go around them and keep it. Oh, there's more of them. Damn it. So I guess let's just move up one and then attack, and hopefully those others won't pursue us, and then we can just head up this way after that next turn. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna harvest our stone. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start work on the Taj Mahal right away. Oh, we can build the Hermitage too. What's this? Must be built along a river. Okay, so we can build that here in Toronto next after that. Okay, perfect. So we'll go ahead. We're gonna throw down our Taj Mahal here. Now we're gonna head over to the quarry, because I don't think there's anything you can do other than that for right now. Okay, now in the meantime, this guy has 2 charges left. We already know what we're doing with him, but where are we going to put the ice hockey rink? Because that's Brantford's ice hockey rink that I had planned out there. Oh, we got an antiquity site there too. Speaking of antiquities, while I'm thinking of it, how much does it cost? I don't remember off the top of my head. Because don't we need to use faith to get... Oh, do we have to have it in an antiquity site? I totally forget here. Hold on one second. I'm just having one of those days, honestly. I think as soon as we finish this era score, I'm going to be calling it a day for my Civ playing and just go relax. Now, what the fuck am I even looking for? Wow, see what I mean? One of those days. It was archaeologist, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's... and I knew we needed it to do it in a building with an archaeological museum. And, wow, anyways, which ones did we build the Hold on. There's an easy way. I forget that we have these convenient things that we can just search for it. So, archaeological museum. Okay, so yeah, in both Toronto... So I should be able to just purchase it here, right? Or what am I talking about? You can't even fucking... Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. My head has just gone to mush. You can... Okay, we're gonna build them afterwards. Anyway. It's not archaeologists who use faith to buy it. It's the frickin' conservative... It's the naturalists that you buy with faith. Oh my, see, that's what I mean. Anyways, let's just move along here. I'm honestly embarrassed. But my ego isn't that big where I will leave that in the video at me making an ass of myself. So let's go ahead and build a mine here. And then we'll head over to that snow hill over there and build a mine next turn. Now here, on the other hand, we're going to build our farm to complete our farming triangle. Meanwhile, we don't have to send him over here anymore since we're not building a district. but we are ready that we can go ahead and plop a new ice hockey rink down for 6 more culture. As far as our government tiles go, I think we're okay with the way things are. Although, you know what? That's only 6 science faith. Let's take a look. There might be something better than this Raj here. Because I thought that we had 4 suzeranships, but we only have 3. I mean, I know it's only an extra 2 points, but now that I'm thinking about it, let's switch into symphonies here and get the +4 great musician points per turn, and start working towards those. I think that's a little bit more important for us at the moment. Oh, speaking of which, it's too late now, I already confirmed it, but I forgot that I meant to only temporarily take off that the government policy card that was earning us envoys, and it's still off, so I need to slot that back in too. Hopefully we'll do it in 6 turns here after we build some builders. So you got a builder coming here, builder coming here, builder coming there in 8 turns, so hopefully we'll switch Montreal to a production focus, and hopefully that'll help out. It never seems to change the tool set right away anyways until the next turn, so we're not sure. We have another antiquity site there, but we do have 1 build left on this guy. I guess we might as well go to Hamilton here and just buy, you know, no, it makes more sense. Let's get the city to grow faster, so let's buy the fish tile, and then we'll send the builder over to spend his last improvement building our fishery there. Okay, so here let's get this copper mill online. Okay, so we have a gentle eruption here next to our city. Could be a lot worse. We'll have to get these tiles up and running again. Good thing that they're working on a builder. In the meantime, let's get this artist over here and creating some great works for us, and then we're going to look to hopefully theme out our districts. Now that we have the museums, we can start looking to do that. I think what we'll do is, since Sherbrooke has such good production, or actually, you know what? No, I'm getting confused. I was going to say, since they have such good production, let's build another builder here, and that's what we'll do. We're going to go ahead. We still have 6, oh no, there's only 5 turns, so sorry. We'll build the builder first and then switch into a trader. But we're going to take this builder then and send him on his merry way to help out another city that's a little bit lower. I think we're fairly good for now, actually. So this last round of builders should be our last for a while. What we can go ahead and do, though, is send this builder over here. We'll harvest the marsh where we're planning on building our commercial hub anyway. Now, Charlottetown's finished their art museum, which is nice. They've also grown to 4 population, so we can hit them up with a second district in here. Now let's take a look at this for a quick minute. We don't have any power around here, so let's think about this and see if we can come up with a decent plan. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's go and let's plan to put an industrial zone right here. And now we'll go ahead and plan to put an aqueduct there and then a dam up on this tile here. And then that should make a pretty decent industrial zone there. And yeah, so then this, we'd want to build a mine there before we forget. Alright, so yeah, we'll plan to do that now. However, we need to get a builder out in order to do this stuff, so instead of taking that builder that was up there, let's see how long it's going to take them to build their own builder, since we have that slot in right now anyways. And 8, even if, let's try if we focus on production, and we'll take a look. So now, okay, so our agent was successful. We stole 1,200 bucks, and we're definitely going to try to return on foot and see if he's caught. Oh, so the spy was captured. He didn't get away. So let's go talk to our allies here and see how pissed off they are, and see what they want to return. Oops. How come it's not letting me make a deal? Well, that's weird. Is the World Congress on or something? Oh, it must be. I don't know. Maybe. That's weird. Either the World Congress is on and I just can't see it at the moment because we have to do this stuff first, or it's just glitching out one way or the other. It's not behaving the way it's supposed to. Now, with this guy, we've gone ahead and got that farm triangle on. I guess it just makes sense to send him over this way. Seeing as how we are, I guess it makes sense to chop this lumber since we're going to be building the Statue of Liberty, right? Yeah, might as well. Alright, so they're pissed, and I'm going to apologize. We'll gain 30 diplomatic favor, because I'm going to send our spy somewhere else. We're going to look to go try and steal some great works. So let's take a look. I'm hoping that she has some. Let's see if she'll establish an embassy. No, she won't. Now let's take a look and see if she has any great works. She does. She has the Art of War. So we are going to go attempt to steal the Art of War from Scythia. Now here in Toronto, we're going to go ahead and chop this wood now because we're going to be building the dam there anyway. Okay, so we finished our industrial zone there now. Great. But instead of doing this stuff, what we're going to start doing is working on the Hermitage, and we're going to be building it right here. So we're going to start that right away. Now, what else can this builder do? We've already chopped pretty much all the shit they had. I think, can we harvest a banana and then chop the rainforest? Yeah, that'll be worth it. We still have enough builds. But now we don't have Magnus in there, so shit. Okay, let's do the thing we know we're gonna do. Let's head over here and we'll chop this down this lumber mill right here. Since we'll be building a mine there anyway, we know we're gonna do that. Now, this builder, I guess, is pretty much not needed at this point. Well, let's go ahead and we'll buy them this tile, and they're gonna have it in 6 turns. Let's go ahead and buy that tile there, and we'll go build this lumber mill first, and then we'll swing back this way and build that lumber mill. Alright, so let's blast this stupid... Alright, so let's blast this stupid... Okay, so our horsey's all healed up. Now, I want to send him back to our territory so that we can upgrade him into our Mountie, because he's light cavalry. Now, let's blast this stupid quadrime out of the water. Ooh, so it does... Sure, you can build an embassy in our capital. It looks like we found a goodie hut somewhere. Let's take... Stupid frickin' barbarians and their little baby ships. Alright, so at least we got a promotion there. Now, where was that frickin'... We got a great person too, but where was that goodie hut? So we have another horseman that's exploring that I totally forgot that we had 2 out there. So we got a free trader unit. That's pretty sexy. Now that we're going to definitely send this guy back home as well so that we can upgrade him to a Mountie as well. Now, we have a great artist, so we'll go ahead and grab them. That's nice. Now here we've finished a builder in Ottawa. We got 4 more turns. Is it going to take us 4 turns? No, 8 turns to buy or build a builder. So screw that. We'll just move onward and forward here. I think what we're going to do is just... Such a shame we can't just harvest that marble. I guess let's just get rid of this frickin' stupid farm here. Yeah, let's build Mont Saint Michel here, and... Oh, it has to be built on frickin'... Never mind. Scratch that. I keep forgetting that's the one that has to be built on the marsh. So, no, we're going to just say screw that one, and let's start on, I guess, Theater Square stuff? Or no. we still got things to do. Let's get ancient walls, and then we'll start with a library after that. So let's go ahead and we'll use that builder to clear that marsh out. Now here in Winnipeg, we've completed the trader. I think we're okay for now as far as what we're doing. Let's go ahead and get them working on a bank. We can always use more money for stuff. Now here in Quebec City, we want to go to manage the citizens because we want to make sure that we have make sure that that quarry is under our control for when Magnus gets assigned there, and we can chop it out. Alright, so we finished a commercial hub in Vancouver, yay for us. Now I think what we'll do is just go ahead and start on a market. We want to get more and more of our traders out there. Okay, so here, do we have any spots that he can use? Yeah, we can send them. Oh wait, hold on. Create the Great Bird. Yeah, he has more that he can go to. So what we'll do is we're going to transfer him to Brantford. Okay, now I would like to send some to Dido. So let's try transferring them to St. John. I guess we haven't quite cleared that. We haven't quite cleared the way to do that yet. So let's go ahead. Let's get this guy. Forget about coming home right away. Let's get you into the water right away and try and get you to clear that path so that we can send traders to her. In the meantime, let's just send another one, I guess. Whoever gives us the most money. See, I miss CQI because it's so much more convenient that they have the little icons there that you can sort everything out with. But I'm just being pouty, maybe. Anyways, now we'll go ahead and send another one to Sydney. Again, we're purposely sending these ones to all of our allies because we have that card slotted in where we get the +2 food and production per thing. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, speaking of +2 food and production, it's too late. We fucking didn't do it now, but I could have sent all these traders to the cities that were building builders and stuff, or not builders, building wonders and stuff in to increase their production levels. So that was another mistake by me. Like I said, I think I'm due to take a little break here. I got too many things on the brain. I'm not playing efficiently. Alright, so this builder, we're going to go ahead here and we're going to get rid of the tile. We'll build ourselves our hockey rink. Now over here, we're going to go ahead and chop this. We don't have Magnus in, but it's still something because we're going to want to build a mine to increase the adjacency bonus of our industrial zone anyway. Here we'll get this fish online like we talked about. Okay, so we'll go ahead and kill the ship before we take our promotion. Looks like we've got another great person, another great writer, so we'll go ahead and recruit them. Oop, a couple great writers. Now, St. John finally completed their theater square. Hooray for them. As far as what next, I think we're just going to naturally go into a commercial hub here. Now, hold on one second before we go ahead and place that. Okay, that's Mohendaro's theater square, not ours. Okay, so wait a second. Our theater square is here. We want to save room for wonders, but that's where our campus is going to be. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get a campus instead of, since we don't have to clear any. Oh, do we not own that? Hold on. Yeah, we got to switch tiles here. 1 second. Manage tiles, and we got to swap this tile. And yeah, we'll go ahead and just lay down that campus. It's a nice campus, and then we'll worry about harvesting resources and setting up a spot for a decent commercial hub at a later point. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and send them over here and get activating. Now, we'll go ahead and build a mine like we were planning on. And then we'll get them another builder once Magnus is over here and we harvest the stone and stuff. We'll send Magnus over here for when we chop their rainforest and such. Okay, so we'll go ahead and activate there. Now let's take a look, while I'm thinking of it, at our great works, so we can try and get them themed if we can here. So, alright, so Andrei Rublev, so let's just get you anywhere, send you there, so we have you from Andrei Rublev as well. And we'll send you over there. So, we have one from Andrei Rublev. Now, what? Okay, so apparently we can't move it since it's been moved recently, so we'll leave that there. That's fine. So Andrei Rublev and Michelangelo. So we need another artist. And then that will be themed. Yeah, okay. So, long story short, no, we don't have anything that we can theme at the moment. We have to wait one more turn for Magnus to get slotted in before we go ahead and harvest that. Meanwhile, here we don't. Let's get rid of that marsh. And we still have to wait for 2 more turns before they can actually plot down that campus. So in the meantime, now we're going to get our builder and head over to get these tiles fixed back up now that that volcano went and spewed all over. We'll go ahead and create a great work here. Same thing with this dude. Alright, so there we go. We got another great work of that was painting, right? So now we should be able to switch it here. So we have to wait for another 10 turns and then we'll be able to switch it. Alright. That's just fine. We'll go ahead and use this guy's last builder charge up, get ourselves another mine. Sure, we'd be happy to be friends, and same thing with Mansamuse. Let's definitely get that back online here, declare a friendship. Okay, and we'll get our cultural alliance back up online with you, sir, and have you pay us some extra money while we're at it. To do that, okay, and then same thing, we're going to go back to John Curtin here, and we'll get an alliance going with him, and just pick the religious alliance, because we didn't really care. And there you go. Okay, we got that going on. So now let's get our spy back while we're thinking about it from Amansa Musa here. Yeah, what would it take? So sure, we'll pay to get him back. Thank you. In the meantime, let's make sure we don't have any extra amenities that we can trade away to anybody. And see, I've been slipping. What would you give me? Okay, so she'll give us 4. That's good to know. Let's keep that in mind and just take a look around here. Okay, so you won't give me anything for my incense. What about my olives? You'll give me 4 for the olives. Actually, since I have so many truffles, what about the truffles? Oh wait, I think they already have our truffles. Alright, let's just go one by one. You'll give me, you don't want my incense, but you do want my olives. Okay. So Coupe's done. Let's go to Scythia here and make deal. Dude, you want my truffles? Okay, so she'll do that. So we'll take that. Then I should have just done this all at once. See, my brain is mushed out. What about my incense? Yes, you will take my incense. And my amber. Okay, so you do not want my amber. Let's go to the Australians and keep rolling down the line here. Okay, they obviously won't want my amber. They probably will want my truffles and my incense, though. What would you give me? 4 gold per... Okay, so he must be pissed at me for something. Because that is not very nice at all. What about... What do you want for ivory? Actually, that's reasonable. We'll keep going to Dido here and see if she'll take our truffles. Nice, so she'll pay us lots for them. What about our amber and our incense as well? Get rid of that, and what would you give me? 33 gold? Sure, lady. Sounds like a good deal to me. And I think that's it, right? Because he has all our shit. So we just don't have anybody to give that extra truffles to, right? Because John had truffles. Or no, he just didn't want them. I think we've already traded with him. Yeah, we just have extra truffles. That's all it is. Alright. So we finished a commercial hub over in Kingston. That's nice, but let's go ahead and let's start work on builder. And we're gonna leave that slot in for a little bit longer here. We actually do have quite a few cities that need stuff done, so we'll get a couple different builders out and about here. Okay, so in the meantime, let's get these guys activated. Okay, so apparently there isn't any available here, so let's just get you off of that tile. You can activate though, so we'll get you taken care of. Now, there are slots for you though, so we'll get you to transfer to another city. Oh, you gotta go to here first and then transfer to a city, so we'll get you to transfer to Sherbrooke. Okay, and over here, this guy will get you to transfer. Oops, not a warrior. The musician. We'll get the musician to transfer. Oh, there weren't any slots. So you just go back to sleep. Never mind. It's this guy that oh, we can't get you to move there. That's why. I got it. Wow, I need to take a break. Alright, so now you go back to the city, and then we'll transfer you to Ottawa. Oh, you can't transfer because... Son of a bitch. Alright, so we'll transfer you to Winnipeg. At least it's closer. And we'll get this musician to go back to sleep here, since we don't have anywhere at the moment for them to go. We're still a ways away from broadcast centers, so... But it doesn't mean we can't stockpile them for now. So, anyways, now we do have Magnus slotted in, so we're going to go ahead and remove the improvement, which I guess we could have done last turn. If it would have been a little bit more efficient, so we are definitely not on a roll. Anyways, let's remove the improvement here, and then we're going to go ahead and build a hockey rink next turn. Alright, so Michelangelo can head up here to do his art. Okay, let's just move him out of the way. And we'll skip a turn so that way this guy can come here next turn and then he can go there next turn, and we'll just play frickin' musical chairs with our writers and musicians and shit. Anyway. Alright, so we were going to Scythia. Where is she? Or maybe we can't even get that far. Shit. Alright, okay, so let's just take a look and see who has between Dido or Dido, whatever. Let's see. Okay, so she doesn't have any great work, so she's useless to us. What about Mr. Curtin? I'm guessing that he does. Yes, he does. Okay. Perfect. So we are going to go hunting for his great works. And yeah, that's where we'll send our spy. So where are your... What? He doesn't have any... He doesn't have any theater squares, so they must just be in his capital, right? And his capital is Canberra, is it? Yes, okay. So we will send you there. Wait, but it doesn't have the... No, we're not going to send you there. Where are their fucking great works? Okay, I'm confused. We just, I guess, must not have found his cities that have theater squares yet, because we weren't able to steal great works in any of his cities. So let's continue on along then. What? Hold on. Where is this spy here again? Jesus. Where'd my spy go? It was in the capital. Wow, special. Alright, so we can go to a couple of coupes, and he does have theater squares, so let's, in the ones that we can see. So let's go make a deal with you and see. Damn it, you do not have any great works. So that is a whole lot of useless. Let's just take a look and make sure. Yeah, he doesn't have any great works. Alright, so I guess we're just going to completely go back on our word here, and we're going to head back towards our good friends, the Mali, and let's go to Wallada this time and see if they have a great work. No great works to steal there, so let's go back to Nyani. And he doesn't have any there. Okay, so he doesn't have any. Jesus! We are having no luck with this freaking spy here. So, you know what? Why don't we just go... Let's take a look here and see. City-state wise, who we are going to be going after next. It's Antioch, so let's just send him to Antioch. Yeah, and we'll fabricate a scandal. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So here we're going to go ahead and build that lumber mill. Meanwhile, our frigate looks to have finally gotten rid of them, so what we'll do is go ahead and get bombardment. I know it doesn't really help us against naval units, but... Alright, nice, so we got +1 air score for that.
Economic gain is like burning a Renaissance painting.
Alright, so we can get some naturalists, so let's first start off with that. Where have we been planning one? Up here, right? We're going to get rid of the mine over there. So let's see if we have enough faith to get one. And no, we have nowhere near enough faith. So that's not going to be part of the game for us. We will definitely be having to rely on our units, the Mounties. Now let's see what exactly it takes for us to build a Mountie. Do they not have any, like, resource requirements? Sick. They don't. That's fucking dirt cheap. Alright, that's good to know. Do we even have enough money to buy one? How much do they cost? Okay, 1,600 gold, so that's not bad at all. But, yeah, that is definitely very affordable. So let's go ahead and... we're going to slot that in now. And the Mountie is an industrial unit. Let's quickly check this here. Is it an industrial era or atomic era unit? Where is it? Okay, it's a modern era unit. Okay, I'm glad I checked, because I don't think we have the right tech. I was going to try and slot in a production card here. Let's go to change policies and take a look. I don't think we have atomic era or modern era cavalry production, right? Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we'd have to get all the way up to ideology in order to increase our production of the Mounties. Okay, so it was a nice thought to have, but it's not realistic for any time soon. Now let's take a look anyways at our policies here and see if there's any we want to update. You know what, I think for now we've gotten... Or we're about to have flight, right? We're one turn away from flight. I think it's time we do change this now. I'm not too worried about our science. We're going to get rid of natural philosophy. We're going to move public works up there. And then that's going to allow us to finally slot in charismatic leader here so we can start earning envoy points again, and I think that's definitely the right way to go in our situation for now. Okay, so speaking of doing that, playing the musical chairs with our units here. Okay, so you, sir, transfer to Ottawa. Oh, I guess he's going to be stuck. All right, whatever. And we'll get you to just walk up there next turn. So anyways, envoys, we have 6 built up now that we just got that tech. So who are we going to take over? I say we go ahead and take over Antioch. Right? Yeah, that's pretty much the only one we can at this point anyways, other than... Actually, you know what? I'm going to... In 4 turns, we're going to have a governor title, so we'll get Amani. So I'm going to hold on to these envoys because I'm going to try and take Hong Kong. But I need to have Amani in order to do that first. So that's the plan. Now, meanwhile, here, let's go chop this frickin' forest for them. Actually, hold on. While we're here anyways, let's repair the tiles first. And then we'll swing over here, chop this forest, and build the frickin' hockey rink for Ottawa. We'll get... Oh, I guess... Un momento. Okay, so we'll head over here. We'll activate that. Now, it still does have slots? Okay, so we'll go into Brantford, and then we'll transfer you to Sherbrooke. What? Why can't you transfer to Sherbrooke? Is it because of the builder? Must be. Where is this? Yeah, builder. So you're doing the hockey rink thing. We'll get this one to head down to Charlottetown here, and so that we can start clearing space for their industrial zone. In the meantime, that should free up the ability to transfer to the city, and it does. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, now this builder can use his last charge, and we'll go ahead and get a mine going there. Okay, so here we're going to harvest our stone. So we go from 30 turns left down to 22. So that's a nice boost. Now, with that being said, we are going to head straight up to this tile over here because we are going to get rid of that and hopefully build our first national park over here once we get a Mountie up and running. Now, in the meantime, here we are going to... Well, that's a bit of a pain in the ass, so it looks like we can't build... Is that not tundra underneath it? It's Tundra Hills. I don't see why we can't build a frickin'... I guess maybe because of the volcanic soil or something, we can't build a hockey rink there. So it looks like Sherbrooke's shit out of luck when it comes to hockey. So we'll just go ahead and build them that mine back up. And we'll go ahead and get rid of that for now. So here we'll go ahead... Oh no, we already built a lumber mill, sorry, so we'll get rid of that. For now, you got one more build to go, so we'll go ahead and head down there to get that on. I think it should be next turn or something that we... 2 more turns until we get that. Okay. Anywho, so we got that going on. Now it looks like we have another quadrine here, so we'll blast them out of the water. It really has been a pain in the ass that we keep finding all this stuff. But let's head over here as quickly as we can so that hopefully we can start sending some traders towards Dido. We're still only getting +9 diplomatic favor per turn. I'm starting to wonder if we're ever going to start making progress towards this diplomatic victory or if we're just going to end up winning a culture victory here. Anyways, so we completed Ancient Walls. What was that, in Ottawa? Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and just start work on a Mountie right away. Meanwhile, this guy can go repair that tile next. And you, sir... I can guess we head down to Montreal. Or no, they're going to have their own builder. So let's head up to Winnipeg. And we'll get that hockey rink online and then go from there. Oops, sorry, where was that? Yeah, because this guy's coming over here to get that hockey rink on. Never mind. Never mind. Alright, we're all good. So head over here. Build a great work. Thank you, sir. Now our frigate can finally explore again. We have a break from the barbarians.
This intelligence brought us back.
We'll go ahead and get that great work going. So Australia is seeking a culture victory, I just saw. We've discovered flight. Thank God, it's about time. So now we're going to be receiving tourism on all improvements that provide culture. So now I do want to take a look here and see. Hold on one second. Where is our tourism output? Let's go into world rankings first. So Australia is leading with 7 points and we have 4. We got quite a ways to go to catch up to them. But now looking at the culture place, we're in 3rd place. So even... I keep saying Scythia. Even Tomris is ahead of us. Wow, I've been calling her that for like 3 freaking episodes. The Scythians, not... I've been calling her Scythia. Jesus. Anyway, so we have... Okay, 96 tourism per turn, which means we don't get that extra diplomatic favor. Once we get over plus 100, that's when it turns into 1 point of diplomatic favor there. Anyways, now we have flight taken care of finally. So I think the next big thing for us is just to start working towards steel. Again, it's quite a ways away. Oh wait, what am I talking about? We want radio first. What am I talking? Wow, that was almost pathetically bad. So yeah, we want to go to radio first so we can start getting broadcast centers. I mean, Seaside resorts are nice too, but it's not that important. It's the broadcast center we're after. So that was almost a huge blunder on my part. And then, so after radio, we'll pivot back into steel. Looks like we've unlocked another great person. We finally made it to get a great scientist here. So triggers the Eureka moment for 1 random technology from the modern or atomic era, and universities provide +4 science. Nice. So go ahead and jump all over that. We're getting closer and closer to our great age here. Let's take a look. We still have 12 turns left until the next era, but we are only 7 era score away. So I think that should be pretty easy to do, especially considering we're going to be getting a Mountie in the next little bit here. Meanwhile, Albert Einstein can just head over here and go activate himself. Okay, so we boosted rocketry there. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with the channel. But now, you know what, I'm thinking more about it, and I think I'm going to put a quick break in the video here. So I just want to thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed yourself, please drop a like on the video. It helps us get discovered as a smaller channel. It helps out a whole bunch. But we're going to put the break in here because I'm just, honestly, I'm not thinking properly and I'm not playing the game efficiently, and that it really bugs me. Like, I know I can plod along and, you know, hack it out and get to the next Eric score here, but I'd really rather enjoy myself. So with that being said, I'll just shut up and I'll see you in the next video.